Hello everyone. Thanks for coming back to my channel. Happy Puppies Day. It's International Puppies Day. So I hope y'all were good to your loving animals. Give it a, excuse me, lots of love. I've been taping all day, guys, and I still have more to tape on my dual channel and some taping I have to do with my daughter. So bear with me while we get into this Young and the Restless that aired on Thursday, March 23rd. Okay, let's go and get right on into it. We are sharing this having small talk with Scotty at Crimson Lights. Scotty has a writer's block. Sharon tells him great ways to release some of that pressure off his brain. Take a walk, clear your head, everything will be okay. So he takes her advice, and as Scotty runs or really walking really fast out of the coffee shop, he runs into Chelsea, and they make little like pleasantries with one another. And then he goes on it out, and she comes on in and has small talk with Sharon. Chelsea's at Crimson Lights to get some pastries for Nicholas because the night before it didn't end real well, and somehow she starts telling her whole life story to her boyfriend, wife, ex-wife, which happens to be her brother-in-law, which he was married to his brother. It's kind of crazy. If y'all who watch the show, y'all can get into it. Okay, then we have Nicholas is overseeing his mom, trying to figure out was Adam's death truly an accident. His mind is working from last night, haven't had a chance to talk to Scotty, and Scotty, you know, bouncing off his brain or some things he was saying when he was talking to Chloe didn't quite make sense. So he's trying to put two and two together, but really the writers are trying to talk back up the storyline or plot that Chloe was brought in on, and then it was like once they got rid of Adam or whatever, doing restructuring with that particular character's part. They had said, okay, it happened, they dealt with it, and they just squashed it, and they started taking up on other storyline or story plot lines. So now they have to go back and have a finale with that, whether it comes out the way you want it or whether it don't. Same thing with what's that guy? That little devil child boy, um, Ben's son. Now, what the hell ever happened to him? You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure that will be brought up as we go along within our story with the Young and the Restless this year. Okay, but Chloe and Kevin are at the athletic club eating breakfast, or Chloe lack thereof, and Chloe's getting over her hangover. She's asking for coffee, 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 sugar, sugar, sugar. And Kevin asked her about the bad dream she was experiencing last night. She was just, thrashing like a fish, I guess, not really settling in her sleep. And of course, she starts to think about the image in her mind of the cabin blowing up and Adam being in there, of course, because she held him in there by gunpoint or tranquilizer gunpoint, whatever how you want to say it. And she's like, I'm not going to tell him about this. Ooh, can't let that secret out. So anyway, we go to Billy. Billy's getting ready to go to his business deal meeting out in Canada, and Victoria's talking how they took care of business with Jack. That's a great thing, working as a team. Then we go to Gloria. Gloria's at the office to face Jack the next day, and Jack comes in and sees her, and he had hoped she had enough sense to take the day off, but she didn't. She likes facing her failures and moving on from it. And Jack tears into Gloria, and Gloria tells him, "You didn't even really want the deal with the hockey team. It was just thrown to you. That was just another way for you to stick it to your brother anyway." And then he tears back into Gloria again, very loudly this time. Then we go to a commercial. Then we come back. We have Chelsea looks like she's just came from a funeral, y'all. Like she ain't slept in days. Probably around the time Adam had died or allegedly had died, and she was just looking like a ghost or a zombie walking around. Just she just really looked like she was just in mourning. Her clothes were, dictating her mood. They were all solidly black. She was acting like she was in mourning all over again. Then we have Sharon. Sharon tells Chelsea she's going to, back to school because she was really not wanting to answer Sharon's question, which was, how her and Nick doing this, that, and third. Then Chelsea says she will be fine. She was just a little uneasy. It's the 6 month turnaround time since Adam had died and this, that, and third. And she just wasn't feeling nobody. Then we go to Kevin. Kevin is still trying to get Chloe's dream out on the table. He's worried about her. Chloe doesn't look good in platform heels as she leaves the athletic club calling herself going to work. Then Chloe leaves to go to work and runs into Michael. And, of course, they don't have too much to say to each other. They just put up with each other because of Kevin. Then we have Chloe leaves the two men, throws a kiss at Kevin. Then Kevin tells Michael he is going to marry Chloe. Michael looks worried. He should be, because that's a psychopath. Okay, waiting to happen again. Then we have Nicholas has gotten Nikki questioning Adam's death too. Then Nicholas is getting his investigation on, mainly for Chelsea, so she can have some type of closure. Then we have Gloria is making Jack refocus to focus solely on the men's line. That's what he should have been all along anyway. Then Billy goes in to thank Victoria for taking up for him and, her passion she had when she was doing it. Getting Jack to definitely apologize and admit his fault. Then we have Nicholas is remembering something Scotty told him at the club that he can't get off of his mind about Chloe in the 6 months ago. He kind of tells his mama about it too. Then we go to Chelsea. Chelsea tells Chloe about the money Nick gave her that Constance Beam really had left for Sage, but since Nick is her heir to her estate, Michael even gave the check to him, which he in turn gave it to her, and Chloe freaks out. She tells Chelsea to give that money back to Nick. That money is linked to Adam, and we don't need no parts of Adam. Looks like she's freaking all over again, and Chelsea looks at her like, girl, you done lost your mind or something. Go to commercial, come back. Chelsea signs the papers and tells Chloe to please go to the office, leave, because, Nick's coming over there. She wants total quietness, and she don't want nobody to beat up with them. Then Chelsea said she didn't have closure. If she had some type of closure to understand this, that, and the third of Adam's death, why it was him instead of her, she would be fine. Then Chloe slips up and tells Chelsea information she couldn't have known about, and she doesn't believe she even ever shared that information with anybody, not even Nick. And then the doorbell rings, and it's Nicholas at the door, and Chelsea goes in and gives him a big hug, mostly from doing what she did to him last night. Then we go to Kevin. Kevin and Michael are fussing over what Kevin wants to do with Chloe, but he don't know if he can give his blessing to Kevin, not at this time, to marry Chloe, because he just really feels Chloe is still not safe. When I say safe, I'm talking about safe in her mind. Okay? Then Scotty tries to help Sharon with the essay paper because she's having a writer block now, but she don't know that her essay paper is good enough to turn in. So she seeks advice from Scotty, the writer. Okay, then Gloria goes to meet with Victoria, and Billy goes to talk with Jack after the business aftermath. Okay, Billy is comparing Jack to Victor in his face, and of course, Jack is not listening. He tells Billy to get out. We go to commercial, come back. We have Scotty looking over Sharon's paper and giving her some advice. He says she's done a real decent, great job so far. She takes the compliment in sync. Okay, we go to Gloria. Gloria's still telling Victoria off, but Victoria tells Gloria to help Jack get over Billy's transgressions. That's what she needs to do. Okay, and then Jack's telling Billy he wanted to destroy him. Billy really gets the last laugh. Huh. Okay. Then we leave that situation. We go to Jack. Jack goes to some club lounge and he sees Nikki there. And he tells her he walked. He didn't even drive. And he somehow started going in on Nikki real negatively for no reason. And Jack is being so rude to her. And she ain't did. And then she said, damn, you sound like you and Victor done got into it. Or when Victor's having a bad day. So he really thinks about that thing. So that's two people done told him. His brother and his wife at one time. And just really best friend. Then Billy and Victoria make a small talk with one another before he goes out of town. Billy wants to discuss the feelings and trust that they're both feeling for one another. Then we have Kevin that still wanting Michael to be on his side about making Chloe his wife. Small talk still going on with Chloe and Nicholas. Chloe tells Nicholas it's time to let Adam go. And he's trying to like, you can't let people go like that. We gotta have some closure. You gotta be having some empathy for other people's feelings. He understand why Chloe's acting this way. He said, well, she needs to move on. She needs to move on, this, that, and third. But Nicholas putting two and two together, okay? Then we have Nicholas is remembering, Chloe leaves, and then Nicholas is remembering the dinosaur. and then Chloe, and then Connor, and then his spider sense tingling. Okay, it's trying to tell him something. Then we go to commercial, come back. Then we have Michael is worried about Chloe's mental state. That's pretty much what he's telling Kevin. Michael says, okay, get a big ring, get on a nice proposal, and then, okay, if you say she changed and you fine with her mentally, okay, who am I? We both changed, and look how we turned out. But he said, that's right, I want the same thing that you had with Lauren. So they embrace, give each other a hug, and it is what it is. Then we go to Sharon. Sharon is giving Chloe some green tea for her headache because Chloe done found herself. She's been going to the office for the longest. She's been going to the office since she left Kevin. She found herself over Chelsea's house. Then she done left there, found herself going to the office. She done went to Crimson Lights. I don't know where Chloe going. She seems to be a little unstable to me because she ain't going where she said she need to be going. You know what I'm saying? So she stops in, try to get her headache under control. She asked Sharon what's the best thing. She said her college kids come in here all the time with hangovers and they ask for green tea. So she said, okay, give me some of that. So they start to make small talk with one another, just that and the third. Then we have Scotty is listening to Chloe and Sharon's conversation, and it's troubling him. Then we have Chelsea and Nicholas talking about Connor, the dinosaur, the night Adam died. And Nicholas finds a black disc of sorts or a camera. You know, one of them hidden little cameras. And he's trying to figure out what is this, who has it, and why it's in Connor's dinosaur. Then we have Nikki and Jack still talking about, um, we have Nikki and Jack still making small talk, but Jack has a lot of resentment and anger still, and she wants to know why. Then to the last and final scene, we have Billy is asking Victoria what is the truth regarding her feelings for him. They kiss, and then he goes to catch his flight, leaving her in suspense to what may happen next between them when he gets home. All right, guys, that was the Young and the Restless that aired from March 23rd, 2017. Hope you enjoyed it. You know I love bringing it to you on my spin, of course. I'll see you tomorrow, God willing, and we'll get down to the Young and the Restless, Bold and the Beautiful for Friday's episode, March 24th. Now, I go to work at 2 tomorrow, so you probably won't get it until that night. Okay? Or sometime this weekend. Just depends on how I turn myself out tomorrow night. Okay, y'all? But y'all be blessed. Take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.